Safety crew trying to get a piece of debris out of the racetrack that's buried into the racetrack here on the front stretch. I believe it may be the drive shaft out of the 10 car of Larry Pickelheimer Jr. is what I'm being told. And kind of crazy here at the Pickelheimer having to lose that. He had slowed going into turn 1 and 2 and just coasted down to the backstretch as that caution come out. And you see, got it hooked up to the truck trying to back it out of there. Four-wheeler didn't work. And you can see you got shovels out, going to have to kind of ding out a little more to get that out of there. Just never know what's going to happen on a full moon at the races. And 2 laps to go. So going to, they've got some equipment and tools out to do some more work here. And we're going to go ahead and stop these cars on the back stretch. Go ahead. And you never know what you're going to see at the racetrack.
Down here, look at.
I'm going to go under red here at the racetrack, and you just never know what's going to happen or how it's going to happen, and
When it's going to happen.
so luckily the track crew here, of course, the red truck and the white cap's got a number of tools on it. Usually those tools are designed for safety, just in case something was to ever happen to a driver. They could do some extrication with that. Again, so our next event will be Friday, August 17th, with the 12th annual Victor Ike Moeller Memorial Event.
Is that the next?
As the season is quickly winding down, limited races left here on the schedule. Encourage you to go on to MoellerRacewayPark.com for updated schedule and changes to the event. So the limited events left, the Ike Moeller Memorial Event, again, that's going to be August 17th. And then we'll take the 24th of August off and come back on Saturday, September 1st. And that's going to be the annual King of Compact feature event. Modifieds in action for 1,000, Sportmons in action for 500. And we're going to have our first annual King of Crash Demolition Derby going to take place right here, Saturday, September 1st. And that is all DARF members. If you're a member of the Dayton Auto Racing Fan Club, will be free admission that night. If you haven't been here for the King of Compact event, you are missing an exciting event as the compact drivers from all over the country come in trying to be known as the king of the compact division. So we'll get a lot of sponsorship and money on the line for all the different positions. So that's going to be Saturday, September 1st. Then we've got 3 other races scheduled following that. Come back on Friday, September 21st with our MRP 4x4, the final points event of the season. Late models, modified, sport mods, compacts, all in action to crown the 2018 track champions here at the Speedway. We'll have another Mod Mania event October 12th. Modifieds 1,500 to win. Late models, sport mods, compacts, and an enduro. If you weren't with us for the last Brush Creek Motorsports Enduro, I encourage you to come check it out. We got a couple of those scheduled. The enduros are quite a show here at the Speedway. And then, of course, our annual door closer here at Moeller Raceway Park will be the Turkey Gobbler event. And it's going to be in the month of November. November 10th is the first schedule, and if it doesn't work that day, it will be the next Saturday or the following Saturday. There's been times we've had it after Thanksgiving here. So the Turkey Gobbler event's always a great race. Seems like there's a lot of cars that always seem to have their racing machines already together for Florida. So guys have some new cars. Guys travel all over the place to come in for the Turkey Gobbler event. Always a good show.
There you go, buddy.
So racetrack clear, cars back moving. Seth Daniels needed to be push started to get that machine rolling once again. So 2 laps to go. Adam Stricker. Josh Rice. So Seth Daniels needs to be getting into his position. He's actually being told he's in 4th spot, so he should be in front of the 111 on this restart.
Correct. Here he goes. 2 to go.
So Joe Warning showing him 1 to go. We'll go green next time for a 2-lap shootout. Adam Stricker leading Josh Rice. These two have had some pretty epic battles over the years for a couple of young guys. And Stricker, again, going to bring him a very slow pace through turns 3 and 4. Rice and Stricker fire down the front stretch. Rice goes to the top side. Meanwhile, Seth Daniels gets underneath of Jimmy Lennox. They're going to battle for 3rd. Going to be the white flag in the air. Stricker out front. Here comes Rice. Momentum down the backstretch. Rice going to get to the outside of him into turn number 3. Lifts it up in the air. Bouncing off the wall. Checker flag's going to wave. Adam Stricker by inches over Josh Rice. Very close battle. Adam Stricker barely holding off Josh Rice.
I'm good. How are you doing? Come on, buddy.
Yeah, it was. The helmet's off. He's crawling out. Adam Stricker taking the win. Well, Adam, that was awful close, and I don't know if you knew or Josh knew, but here you are in victory lane.
Hey, we're coming out here, I guess. Yeah, we've had some bad luck here lately, and motor last week at Lawrenceburg, and my stood behind me 100%, never gave up, and I owe all this to him. I mean, he busted his butt for 3 straight days trying to get this motor done, and I was there when I could. You know, I worked till 5:30, and obviously he works for himself, so afternoons. And but I owe absolutely everything I did tonight to him. I mean, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be able to do none of this. And my uncle, I talked to him earlier this morning, and he said, all you got to do is be the first one across the checkered. And I think we were both there across the checkers there at the end, and I messed up coming out of 4 here, and I don't know, I don't know how it goes, but it was a close race. He ran me clean, and I had fun. Hope all you fans enjoyed.
There he is, feature winner, Adam Stricker. Yeah!
Troy.
Mike.
No, that's good.
Where is that?